Okay, here's what I'm trying to do. I got this big tarp. I hope that this will collect leaves and grass clippings. So what I'm going to do, I got this coroplast material and I've laid out some lines. So I kind of traced along the edge, like the profile around the bottom here, and then just a line that goes back, and then I put some parallel lines, maybe 5 inches apart. So this will be the bottom, side, top. I left kind of a big rectangle because I'm going to cut that to fit once I fold it up here. And then all these go back, and then it's going to come straight and end there. And then I'll use some blocks of scrap wood. I'll mount off of the back of this a piece of supporting wood that'll hold this back here. Okay, so I have created the outlet box here, the tube. I folded over and I stitched with wire all the way along this seam. On the bottom edge here, I matched this profile and I twisted around with wire to secure it. It's pretty secure on there. And the top, I cut so that these tabs poke up through to support the top. And now all I need to do is seal off this front edge with a little swooping edge.
I think
and
I
then
know
seal
what
off
you can do.
In the back here. You can't see right now.
What you can do to support this more.
For this tarp, I took a soldering iron and melted a series of holes all the way along, and I took some thin wire and just stitched it through, and that seals that whole edge. I made slightly bigger holes on the end. I wrapped paracord all through it, and then I just tied it off, as you can see here. And then I cinched it up and tied just one little loose knot there, just to keep it cinched up on the back end. And that's how I empty the bag. I did the same thing on the leading edge, and I wrapped it around the tubing. Here I have the just some paracord supporting the ducting here. And then I have two supports. I have one that I have tied off here that runs up to these little brackets here, and that also holds this coroplast down. And then I have one other support back here tied off to the center of the mower, and this just helps it out. I found that if I turn to the right, this cord seems to want to keep the chute towards the mower. If I turn to the left, the chute will pull towards the mower a little bit, but the worst that can happen is it can rub up against the wheel, which won't really hurt it all that much. And I haven't found, I've been trying to take gradual turns anyway with this arrangement. And it's been doing okay. The first pass I did, the first couple passes, it clogged up on me. Well, I think the bag filled up and then it clogged up in the chute. So since then I've been taking it slow with the blades on high speed. So the motor revved up, but going forward kind of slow. And you can see here it's cleared that path there pretty well where I went around the playground there. As long as I keep the blades moving fast and I go kind of slow and I take gradual turns, this seems to be picking up a lot of leaves pretty quick. This pile here is 3 loads full. It's pretty big for 3 loads. And that only took me like 15 minutes, and that was also with trying to figure out how to work with this new tool. So I'm pretty excited about this. I might look into buying they have a bag on Amazon that you could get for leaf clippings that attaches to your riding mower and just drags behind for about 30 bucks. I might look into getting something like that that has like a screen at the back end that would let the air flow more cleanly through it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Oh, another thing I wanted to add was that I really want to get some carabiners, and instead of tying these off with a bowline knot here and at my other anchor point up here, I want to use some carabiners because that would make it a whole lot easier to take this bag off. Because I disconnect those two lines right now to go loosen up the far end and then dump it out in the pile. And it would be much quicker to just disconnect some carabiners, especially if the carabiner was up here. Then that could also, I could use two carabiners to hold this down. Both of these have holes in them.